Hey everybody, it's BC here, and welcome to another episode of Planet Nomads. Last episode we were trying to get this whole automated production going, and it wasn't working out too well for me. I did a little bit of testing off camera here, and it turns out that it only outputs onto the one side. Let's go all here, so you can see the basic frame is in this one here. In this one I have some carbon and iron, and everything's stacked. I got the printer full of cobalt. I tried messing around putting the iron in here and having the output here, but it wouldn't work. But if it inputs in this side, it does output through the back. And we will test that right now. So we'll let that go, and we should see a frame pop up in this container. Are you serious? Wow, it was working before. That's how I got those in there. Why did I put it in that one? That is so buggy. It was actually put in the back one for some reason. Now where does that go? And it went to the other one. Let's craft a few more and see what's going on. I thought I had it all figured out. No, it's going to the other one again. That is strange. But yet when I try to make stuff in here, it just automatically dumps it. And I think it was this one that was full. Yes, we can fill this one up. Let's put some rods in there. And we'll just try to craft the frame and see where it goes. Let's see if we can run over here quickly, because it should go back in here. And it didn't. Yeah, I had things messed up too. I forgot to hook up the containers back to these printers, so they weren't actually getting resources, but they're getting resources from somewhere. And I don't know where, and I think it might be they're taking it from the mines outside or something. Because I don't think I have any iron in here. Oh, I did. That's where I was getting it from. Yeah, I thought I had that all figured out. As it was working, maybe the game chooses at random. So if I exit the game and load up, is it going to start putting it back in this container? Because that's how those got in there. Is I originally had it printing out of this one and going into there. Now it's gone back to this. I don't think there's actually any configurations. No, there isn't. So let me try something here. Alright, well, I've done some testing, and as you can see, I'm getting stuff in both containers. Turns out, every time you load up a game, it randomly chooses which port it's going to output on. So if I load it up, it'll output on this one here. And then I loaded it up again, and it output into this one, and I loaded it up again, and it went back into here. And then the last two times it went back into this one, and I thought it was alternating, but apparently it's just randomly chooses a port to output on. So that kind of throws my idea off for today. I was going to get some mass production going, I was thinking about getting like 6 printers going, feeding off all that iron and getting a mass amount of stored materials going, because I got a few things I want to build, but we're going to need frames, we're going to need plating, and we're probably going to need a few mechanical parts. What is going on over there? Oh, those short walls have a weird texture on the outside. A short walls should be flat like that. But anyways, uh, that was my plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start crafting a bunch of stuff. I had to put titanium in here to get the reinforced frames because I was going to make some more containers, but that's not the case. I harvested the drills out there. I got 75 uranium out of it, so I made a whole bunch of rods, which aren't even in my inventory. Where are they? Oh wait, maybe I put some. I don't know. I put them somewhere. But anyways, I had a couple ideas I want to work on. Why is it raining inside? Now, here's the thing I was wondering about too, and I noticed this when I was under here earlier. The rain doesn't come through the base foundation, but it goes to the ceiling tile. Well, shouldn't the ceiling tile actually stop the rain? No. I got my skylight, so at least that holds the water out, keeps my head dry while I sleep. But anyways, let's go ahead and just start getting a bunch of stuff produced. I'll have to clean out the printers, and I'll have to make sure that I keep an eye on it so we don't get any overflow. Which reminds me, I might have to empty out my inventory. Alright, I'll just take everything out of here. I actually have to hook those containers back up. What I didn't realize is when I started hooking up all the piping, this line here, wait. Oh, that is a good question. That pipe there is feeding the printers. Oh yeah, I didn't have the titanium in there, that's right. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't reading the printers. I put the titanium in over there and it wasn't feeding through, and then I realized, oh yes, because it's not where it's supposed to go. So, yeah, let me do some organization here and we'll get some mass production going. Okay, I got everything cleared out. The printers are all empty, so I can queue up 700 and not have to worry about them losing any product. Especially mechanical parts, because those are 3 iron instead of 1. And I've been trying to figure out what I was going to do with all the spare carbon, and I don't know what we can actually make with that uses carbon and not iron. Oh, we can make a lot of glass, which we can't even build with anyways. I don't think we can. I've never actually tried that. See if we can actually put this on our hotbar. And I guess we have to go into build mode to actually activate this. Maybe not. No. Yeah, not equipable. But we will need those for windows, so we can always get a whole bunch of glass going. But anyways, this one is going to be machine parts. Was it shift? Yes, shift to hold, do 100. Okay, craft 700 of those. Go on here and we craft 700 of these. And I don't know if we really need mechanical parts. Oh yeah, there's no silicone down there. I was actually thinking about hooking this container up to the other one over there, because I got all my silicone and uranium and stuff, and eventually I'd like to get the refinery hooked up to it too. Let me see here. What do we have for piping? Of course I can't see. I didn't put a window down here. So back up we go. See if I have any more ports on this wall. I guess I don't. I can't even see. I have to go outside to have a look. Let's go up on the roof. I was thinking about building a rooftop access, but we got a jetpack. Oh, yeah. The iron mine's coming in. See what we can do here. I might be able to tie this in. But you know, this thing with the printers randomly choosing what side to output on might be the issue that people have with conveyors too. Maybe the conveyors are working as a one-way thing. So maybe when you load it up, you get one section that's actually going reverse flow, and that's why people have problems with the connections. Or when we're placing in the midsection to join 2 pipes, maybe if you have it rotated one way, it will work properly. But if you rotate it 180 degrees, even though it's still lined up, it might be, you know what I mean, going against the direction. So I want to try to get this container hooked up here, and I don't know where I'm going to do this. Because I'd have to basically tie it into this. And I'm stuck. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, maybe not. There we go. I thought I had to break the light to get out. Alright, well, let me figure out what I'm going to do here, and I'll bring you right back. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put another wall section in here. And I believe it is not on my hotbar. I need... Oh, where are you? There you are. Reinforced exterior wall with conveyor connections. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to take the wall out first. And was it a 2 or a 3? It was a 3. No, we can't take that one. I don't even want to take the chance on screwing up my conveyors. Okay, we'll put that there. Ah. Was I not making anything in here? I can't remember. Yeah, I gotta run over here and get some mechanical parts because my Wi-Fi is blocked right now. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a global Wi-Fi network. I'm probably gonna have like Wi-Fi transmitters, we'll call them, throughout the land, maybe hooked up to the conveyor system. Okay, so now all we gotta do is just feed this right in. Oh, it's still 3. Now, I want to check something here, see if there's anything different on these ends. No, because I think that might be what half the problem is. Oh, frames, okay. Got plenty of frames. Oh, I need plating too. If it would go into my inventory. Alright, and this one I should just be able to feed right across. No, I will need an elbow on this one. Pretty sure. Let's find out. Yes. Alright, we'll stick that one. We'll tuck it in, I think. So we'll go to number 4 here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. An interesting idea to make things a little easier when you're building stuff is being able to use the right mouse button to change your axis instead of trying to fumble to get your finger on the X key. I think that might be a little handier. Alright, so this way any of the titanium and silicone and everything else I'm getting from the other one, or the mines outside, are going to go right here. Let's see if I can jump. Yeah, just push my head against the ceiling to do it. Okay, now to hook up the one on the outside. Up we go. Alright, so the one with the Wi-Fi has to go down and connect to that one. Alright, so we put another elbow here. And drop down. Couple more straights. Where are we going here? Is that lined up? One more. Like so. And now I'll just put the elbow here. That's not the right axis. There we go. Okay. And, I'm just going to have to deal with everything getting mixed up. Hopefully, they'll look at some sort of, like, organization for the containers so you can go and check on your supplies and actually see how much you have without having to scroll through a giant list. Like, I know they have the tabs, but when you have about 600 stacks of resources to go through and you want to find out how much titanium you have, it can be a little hard to see. Or, I'm going to say see, but you know what I mean. It's like Minecraft going through 20 chests of stuff just to try to find a piece of flint or something stupid like that. Alright, well that should be hooked up now, so they should have access to titanium and silicone and everything else. There we go. So again, we're gonna craft, sure, why not? Let's craft 700 of those. And that is empty. Yeah, sadly I didn't really get a whole lot done today. I was planning to, like I said, get full-scale production going and just have it completely automated, but we have issues with this thing. I don't know what's causing it, but I do know that it is randomly choosing what side it wants to output on. And to give you an example, let's do this. Okay, so we got 4 in here and 9 in the other. We'll craft one more, and we'll see which container it goes in. And it goes into this container. So what I'm going to do is it's saving now. I'm going to cut here. I'm going to exit out of the game, load it back up, and we'll see which container it goes into. Okay, I am back. Let us see. Go ahead and craft another one. And we'll see which one it goes in. So I got 4 and 10. And it goes into this container. So we saw that it went to this one before I cut, and then it went into this one. And then if I do the same, exit the game, load back up, it'll probably go back into this container. But with that, I think I'm going to call the episode here. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave me a like, and I will see you in the next episode. Later.